As dawn broke on April 26, 1937, the hum of Junkers Ju-52s pierced the stillness over Gerrikaraiz. Emerging from the pioneering mind of Hugo Junkers, these aircraft, with their corrugated metal skins and distinctive double-wing design, represented a leap from the all-metal Junkers F-13 to the Ju-52, a symbol of 1930s aviation prowess. The Condor Legion, preparing for a sinister task, had halted briefly to arm themselves. These Ju-52s, now instruments of warfare, were a far cry from their civilian origins, transformed from commercial airliners into armored bombers. By 4:30 p.m., the first wave of these trimotors, their engines echoing the advances of the WW2's, a descendant of Pratt Whitney's design, climbed the skies. Shadows of the 1st and 2nd Squadrons stretched over Vitoria-Gasteiz, signaling a looming threat. Soon after, the 3rd Squadron joined, completing a fleet of 29 aircraft. As the sky turned to dusk, the formation, a mix of commercial ingenuity and military modification, converged over Guernica. The town, oblivious to its fate, was moments away from witnessing the Ju-52's transformation from connecting continents to delivering destruction. In the pioneering era of aviation, Hugo Junkers emerged as a visionary champion of the monoplane design, foreseeing its pivotal role in shaping the future of air travel. His groundbreaking contribution came to fruition in 1919 with the introduction of the Junkers F-13, a revolutionary all-metal airliner that marked a technological leap forward. Crafted from aluminum alloy, this monoplane could navigate harsh environments, a stark departure from the fragility of wood and fabric. The evolution continued into the 1930s, when German aeronautical engineer Ernst Zindel and his team unveiled the iconic Junkers Ju-52 trimotor. Birthed at the Junkers works in Dessau, this aircraft, reminiscent of the earlier Junkers W-33, boasted a larger frame and drew inspiration from the World War I era Junkers J-1, the world's inaugural all-metal airplane. Distinguished by its corrugated metal skin, providing both strength and reduced weight, and the innovative Junkers double wing for enhanced lift, the Ju-52 initially served as an airliner. Its robust design facilitated unprecedented air travel from the Canadian North to the Eurasian steppe, and fostered the development of inland air routes in South America, solidifying its status as one of the most consequential commercial aircraft in history. Yet, it was the crucible of World War II that defined the Ju-52's legacy. October 13, 1930, the inaugural flight of the Ju-52BA marked a historic moment. This prototype, initially propelled by a potent Junkers-built V12 engine, generating 800 horsepower, underwent a series of transformations during rigorous trials. The second prototype, Ju-52DE, showcased an expanded wingspan and started with a 755 horsepower BMW 4 engine. Evolving further, it adopted a 750 horsepower 14-cylinder radial Armstrong Siddeley Leopard, becoming the Ju-52DI. Subsequent iterations featured the 750 horsepower Junkers Umo 204, leading to the designation Ju-52DO. The third prototype, Ju-52CE, boasted structural enhancements, a modified leading edge, and both wheeled and float undercarriages, a testament to engineering refinement. Unfortunately, May 1931 witnessed the loss of Ju-52CAI in a crash. Undeterred, Junkers envisioned a trimotor configuration, giving birth to the Ju-52-3M. By 1932, the earliest known Ju-52-3M was delivered to Bolivia's Lloyd Aero Boliviano. Airlines thus became the primary customers. The Ju-52 revolutionized air travel, enabling direct flights from Berlin to Stockholm and opening an air route to Rome over the Alps in just 10 hours. However, success came at a cost. Behind the triumphs lay a tumultuous chapter in history. Despite the success of the Ju-52, the visionary mind behind it, Hugo Junkers, faced a bitter fate. In 1934, he was forcibly removed from control of his company due to his staunch opposition to the Nazi regime. The Ju-52's distinctive features included a low cantilever wing with a corrugated surface, a design that provided both strength and stability. 4 pairs of circular cross-section duralumin spars formed the midsection of the wing, giving it an enduring structure. This wing housed a control surface, cleverly divided into an outer section serving as an aileron and an inner section acting as a flap. This groundbreaking arrangement, known as the Doppelflügel or double wing, lowered stalling speed, enhancing the aircraft's maneuverability. The aircraft's fuselage was no less remarkable. Crafted from corrugated duralumin metal, a technique pioneered by Junkers during World War I, it provided a rugged yet streamlined form. The rectangular fuselage section, with a dome decking supported by a tubular steel structure, showcased the marriage of strength and aerodynamics. A portside passenger door doubled as a loading hatch, streamlining the cargo loading process. Inside the Ju-52's cabin, a spacious 590 cubic feet of capacity welcomed passengers, illuminated by numerous windows stretching forward to the cockpit. The undercarriage, fixed and divided, varied between wheel fairings and exposed wheels. Some even took to the skies with floats or skis instead of traditional landing gear. Initially conceived as a single-engine marvel, the Ju-52 underwent a transformation after 7 prototypes, emerging as the Ju-52-3M with 3 powerful radial engines. Pratt Whitney R1690 Hornet radial engines initially roared beneath its wings, later succeeded by the BMW 132 engines, a refined iteration of the Pratt Whitney design. Export models flexed their muscles with Pratt Whitney R1340 Wasp and Bristol Pegasus 6 engines. Its first foray into the skies was in April 1931, introducing the transport version. Just 3 years later, a heavy bomber variant joined the ranks. As the winds of militarization swept through the era, the Luftwaffe sought a covert edge. The result was the Ju-52-3MG-3E, born in 1934, a militarized marvel that could double as a medium bomber. Sporting defensive gun turrets and manned by a crew of 4, it became a linchpin for the German war effort, with 450 units delivered to the Luftwaffe between 1934 and 1935. As the clouds of conflict gathered over Spain, the Ju-52 stepped onto the stage of military service with unprecedented significance. In July 1936, a mere week after the outbreak of the Spanish Civil War, Germany delivered a fleet of 20 Ju-52-3MG-3E bombers to the nationalist faction. Their mission was to support General Francisco Franco's Army of Africa by airlifting troops, weapons, and equipment from Morocco to the Spanish mainland, skillfully bypassing the naval blockade imposed by the Spanish Republic. Between July and August of 1936, the Ju-52 executed a staggering 461 transport flights, ferrying over 7,000 troops. September witnessed an additional 5,455 troops, with the airlift's culmination in October totaling 1,157 more. A remarkable feat of strategic airlift, the Ju-52 earned a favorable reputation, becoming a ubiquitous presence in nearly every major military engagement in support of the nationalist forces. The Ju-52's journey saw continuous improvement, with the Ju-52-3MG-7E leading the pack. This production model, a pure transport aircraft, boasted an autopilot, roomier cabin doors, and various enhancements. It became the go-to troop carrier, accommodating 18 fully equipped soldiers, or 12 stretchers with its air ambulance configuration. Armed with a 13mm MG-131 machine gun on top, and a pair of 7 9mm MG-15 machine guns on the sides, it was both mighty and practical. Loading and unloading were streamlined through side doors and a ramp, while airdrop supplies parachuted through double chutes. A tow coupling in the tail skid enabled the Ju-52 to tow up to 2 DFS-230 gliders, demonstrating its versatility on the battlefield. Operating as both a bomber and a transport in the Spanish theater, the Ju-52 left an indelible mark on history. However, as time progressed, the Ju-52's role as a bomber waned, with more advanced aircraft, such as the Dornier Do-17 and Hinkel HE-111, taking center stage by late 1937. March 26, 1939, marked the Ju-52's final sortie in the Spanish theater, concluding a chapter that saw the aircraft accumulate 13,000 operational hours, undertake 5,400 offensive missions, and drop over 6,000 bombs during the conflict. Following the curtain call of the Spanish Civil War, the Ju-52, now renowned but transformed, found itself repurposed during the invasion of Poland in September 1939. Although no further bomber variants were produced, the Luftwaffe repurposed the Ju-52 for crucial transport roles during World War II. Initially dismissed as awkward and outdated at the war's onset, this aircraft would prove to be an indispensable asset for the Luftwaffe, defying its early critics. Its robust construction, simple design, and easy handling ensured its persistence on the battlefield. Throughout the war, the Ju-52 evolved into a versatile workhorse within the German transport fleet, serving primarily as a cargo and paratrooper transport. Although a brief stint as a bomber ended swiftly due to its sluggish speed and limited maneuverability, the Ju-52 found new purpose in towing gliders during the early stages of the conflict, facilitating airborne envelopment attacks on fortified Allied positions. As such, the Ju-52 would come to play key roles in major campaigns. During the invasion of Poland, these stalwart aircraft executed over 2,500 flights, transporting 1,600 tons of supplies and 20,000 troops to strategic staging areas. In the Norwegian campaign, Ju-52s carried paratroopers, securing vital infrastructure and establishing German dominance. Even Adolf Hitler himself recognized the utility of the Ju-52, employing one as his personal transport for a significant period. The aircraft became synonymous with delivering attacking forces and crucial supplies during the invasions of Norway, Denmark, France, and the Low Countries in 1940. However, the pinnacle of the Ju-52's airborne endeavors unfolded during the historic assault on Crete in May 1941, where nearly 500 of these stalwart planes participated. Despite landing thousands of troops, the defenders on the island proved resilient, resulting in over 7,000 German casualties, underscoring the perils of airborne operations. This calamitous victory convinced Hitler that such endeavors were no longer viable, a misjudgment starkly revealed by the Allies' successful landings in France. By the end of 1943, the once dominant roar of the Luftwaffe's Ju-52 began to fade into the archives of aviation history. The Reich Air Ministry, seeking a successor, turned its gaze toward the promising silhouette of the Junkers Ju-352. A larger transport aircraft, reminiscent of its predecessor, the Ju-352 sparked interest, prompting the conversion of Ju-52 production lines to birth this evolutionary marvel. However, the waning days of World War II cast a shadow over these endeavors. As May 1945 arrived, the unfinished dream of Ju-352 production crumbled in the face of conflict's conclusion. German factories, once bustling with the assembly of Ju-52s, fell silent in 1944, halting production after birthing a total of 3,234 aircraft during the war. In the post-war renaissance of aviation, the Ju-52 found resurrection beyond German borders. France's Avion Amiot breathed new life into it as the Amiot AAC-1 Toucan, while Spain's Construcciones Aeronauticas SA crafted their version as the Casa 352. Even in the verdant hills of Northern Ireland, Short Brothers meticulously rebuilt a handful of captured wartime Ju-52s, repurposing them for civilian service. For over 25 years, the iconic Ju-52 graced the skies, becoming a global aviation phenomenon with a legacy spanning 30 different nations. This stalwart aircraft left an indelible mark on history, exemplified by the Military Aviation Museum's Ju-52, bearing the marks of Kampfgeschwader zur besonderen Verwendung 1. This unit played a pivotal role in the invasion of Crete. Originally transported across the Atlantic in 1980 by the Confederate Air Force, now the Commemorative Air Force, this daring feat required a fundraising effort. Over 10 days in July 1980, CAF members undertook an epic 8,000-mile transatlantic voyage to bring Tante Ju, or Aunt Ju, to her new home. In 2010, the venerable Ju-52 found a permanent residence within the Military Aviation Museum's esteemed collection.